Calling all around the world. Mumbo jumbo, stir up the gumbo. Calling all around the world. Get it. Start with a roux, that's me and you. Add the Holy Trinity. That's rhythm, chords, and melody. Come on now, add your spice. Tell your story, very nice. Calling all around the world. Stir that vocal gumbo now. Calling all stir it up, stir it up. Get it.
Hello. Wait a minute. You're not in another box.
Oh my God, we're actually together. And it feels so good.
Reunited because I understood. People, this is Vocal Gumbo Happy Hour, and Janice and I are actually in her kitchen drinking a beverage of her choice.
Yes. Anais, beautiful white from Piemonte, if anybody cares.
I think people might care. Did you sip yet? I'm going to sip.
I have not. Have a sip.
Oh,
nice.
Come on.
Yeah, it's just the perfect thing at 7 o'clock in our beautiful city of New York.
Where it's dark already,
yeah.
And it feels like we should maybe be segueing into putting on like slippers or something. I don't even know already. Yes, we're from pants from the chest down. We're in our pajamas.
Thank God that can still happen.
No,
you know?
I know. Well, we're so happy to have a virtual Vocal Gumbo happy hour. We haven't done one in a while because we actually haven't done a virtual Vocal Gumbo show in a while.
No, we've been squirreling away all of these wonderful collaborations and performances in anticipation of when we had enough to throw out into the world. And we've got some incredible things in store for you tomorrow evening.
Yes, tomorrow is the night to be here. And it's been we're transitioning as everybody, they're transitioning to hi Aya, all the way in Tokyo.
I miss you.
Yay. Oh, Joey's mama. So we're really happy to be sort of getting ready to present another show for you. It's been a while because you're back out on the road touring and finishing up a new record, doing a photo shoot, she was just in LA doing a photo shoot.
Commemorating our 50th anniversary. What a trip.
Yeah. So it must have been really cool to just be back together with your colleagues.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I've done a couple gigs with the Voices too. We were in Germany 2 times now, which is kind of crazy that we had to go all the way to Germany for our first gig.
Germany's not great with COVID, is it?
Well, when we were there, it seemed like it was okay, but I think everybody's riding the wave of like what's happening.
Yeah. Nobody knows what's happening still.
But we got our boosters.
Yes, we're boosted.
And so we can have beverages
I'm locked and loaded. My tires are rotated. My points and plugs are clean. I'm ready to go.
Is that something you rehearsed for the show? It rolled off your tongue like so good. Wow. Well, we're so excited about our show, and we also did a live show at Birdland.
That was
killing, man. Was again another sort of waking up your senses to what we used to do, and maybe what we almost took for granted in a way. These wonderful ways in which we live in and of the world. When you go back to it now, and you're sharing the stage with people that you used to play with, but it's been like close to 2 years, and everything's changed, and so much. We've all been through so much, but it was so great to just make some music. So we had Theo Bleckman. I know.
Heartthrob,
fabulous magician of music and ideas.
Mm-hmm.
He's really, really beautiful. And we had Antoinette Montague, who shook the house. She got us, the whole house, up on their feet, and we did a walk. She looked at us and she was like, let's walk.
Well, she said, let's walk. She like whispered, let's walk. And I thought she meant she was going to do a bass
Walking
line
a
or
bass-
something. And then she was gone. So we followed her.
We follow directions very well.
Yeah, we do.
So when the first directive didn't quite make sense, we were like, oh, we are going to walk through the room.
Physically walk, like in a second line thing.
Totally. We were
Yeah,
just
it was
missing
awesome.
the umbrellas.
That's right.
But it was really fun, and it kind of shook up that room a little bit with some just beautiful soul and positivity. And she just really held the room in such a beautiful way.
And she shook the rafters. And we had an incredible young artist, Anais Reno, who's you're going to be hearing from most likely. Another one with a luscious voice at age 20.
Oh, she's not even.
No. Okay.
I don't remember how old she is, but she's definitely in that 19 or 18 years old range, below that, and maybe even below that. Yeah, she's really stunning. And she's playing all the time at Birdland. I mean, she's kind of everywhere. So, and we've been wanting to have her at like our Vocal Mania. We were always wanting to get her in. We always like to celebrate our young artists, and they never, ever, ever disappoint.
No, they usually steal the show.
They usually are better than us. Let's just they usually
let's
just
just
like
say
they
it.
just do it. They just sing, and everybody, the whole room just goes, oh.
Yeah, just
So.
beautiful stuff. And incredible trio. The thing that I love is singing and having people react in the moment. Like something happens in the piano and you're right there. It's happening now.
Yeah.
It just forces you to really, really be in the moment.
Yeah. And those are things that we really didn't get to practice very much. So it's really great to wake up that sensory muscle again to do it. But I have to say, I love both. I love the live performance, but like the one thing about the virtual Vocal Gumbo playground is we get to think of people that we have always wanted to work with and cast the invitation out there and see if, they're interested, and then start a collaboration that's really hard to get. People that are amazing artists of themselves, and they're busy and they're on the road and this and that. So it's really hard to make collaborations work like this, but virtually it works.
Well,
and we've kind of perfected it.
During the pandemic, we knew where everyone was. You could not hide from us.
Right.
So we were
Mark Kibble. We know where you are right now. You're in your studio. Guess what?
For instance. But we were able to get artists from Japan, from Italy, from France, from Scandinavia, Finland. Finland, Sweden, UK, Singapore, Hawaii. It didn't matter. And we were ruthless, fearless. We were emailing people, stalking them. And the show tomorrow is pretty incredible. Shall we just?
Yeah, it's kind of a lap around the world a little bit.
It's a little bit of a lap.
Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's start with Leanne Carroll. Okay. Now you discovered her.
Well, that's the fun thing about what we do is we, get out of our comfort zone of like, here's my favorite records that I always turn to. And you start going, who else is out there? Or you're asking people, who do you listen to? And so Leanne Carroll came to my attention
because we were doing the Sirius radio show.
We were doing Sirius radio, and I just was blown away by her soul and her and then she accompanies herself on piano and she swings so hard, and there's just this sauce and flavor about her that's just like, just take me as I am, just deal with me and all my gifts, but there's this honesty. So we're happy to, yes.
Beauty. And she did the most glorious Lalo Schifrin tune. So that's one. Then we've got Raul Madon, who is, we love him. He's been to many Vocal Manias and Vocal Gumbos.
He's been here at your dining room table. We've had a dinner with him and Kat.
A birthday dinner.
A birthday dinner. and he's a wonderful composer.
He really, I mean, he's just a quintuple threat.
Yeah.
Really is. I just saw him at the City Winery actually here.
Mm.
You want to go on?
Well, he's got a new piece, so we're going to debut
brand
a
new
piece,
song.
right?
Yes.
So we're going to hear it first at Vocal Gumbo, and then we've got the beautiful divine LaTanya Hall, who also has been at our Vocal Mania shows, and wonderful artist, educator, and right now she's out on the road with Steely Dan. And she did a beautiful collaboration with her gifted husband, Andy Milne. And this is a song that you had you heard this song
I had
before?
never heard it. It's a Horace Silver piece.
Yeah.
I'd never heard it. It's fabulous. Yeah.
So it's nice when people really dig up some nice gems.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she likes
stump
to do
you
that.
and stump you.
They stumped me.
Yeah.
They really did. Can I just say how excited I am that we have a vocal group from Korea called Maitri. I heard them on the interwebs, and I singing iPhone ringtones, and I was absolutely gobsmacked.
Were you like, on the road and just not able to sleep, and you were just like on the interwebs
how do I
going,
get to them?
oh, who were these people? Yeah.
And you know who helped me is Kaichiro.
Oh, Kitamura. Yeah.
He hooked me up with their management, and then we got them, and we have something for you tomorrow from Maitri, who are going to be coming to the US next year, I think. Right now, I think they're only in Korea.
Yeah. But can't wait to hear that. Yeah, that'll be fun. And we've got one more we've got a couple more collaborations. First of all, I mean, you and I are both such extraordinary fans of Take Six, first of all. Let's just get that, off.
Six of my favorite guys.
I know. And you really do get to work with them often.
Yes.
The New York Voices, we've done a couple of shows with them and or shared the bill. And it's always just like, wonderful to see your peers and the work ethic and the beautiful arrangements and the camaraderie and the way that they work. I mean, looking at from vocal group to vocal group, how do you put your set together, and how does your stage sound work, and how do you? It's always fascinating. A beautiful brotherhood there in Take Six, and so I don't know. We both kind of were like, maybe we can work with Mark.
Well, yeah, I think both of us were like, let's work with Mark. Come on.
Okay, you call him. No, you call him.
So we picked a tune, and Mark just got right on it. And then we thought we might get the original guitarist that wrote the tune along with Al Jarreau. And we did. We got him, we wiggled him out of his little hideaway in Northern California and got him to play too, along with Addison Fry, who's one of my favorite pianists and people.
Oh, just an amazing musician. And then we had someone else help with some animation. Yes,
a young man in high school who is the son of our bass player Boris Kozlov. We got him to do some animation for the video, so you're going to have to tune in tomorrow to see that.
Very, very special. Yeah, we're upping our game, people.
That's right.
No resting for us.
Now tell us about the tune that you wrote for tomorrow.
Well, we did we participated in a women's business collective sort of event or conference, and it was sort of a meeting of minds of really women out in the workforce, and they had a lot of inspirational speakers, and it was just, speaking of inspirational speakers, Ruth,
like her,
RBG, she wasn't there, but she's certainly there in spirit. And so we got a chance to just sort of present a song to them that would sort of be inserted into their day as like a bowl of sherbet, in the course of their courses of things that they were going through.
Sunday with a cherry on top.
So it was really fun. It's kind of one of my favorite subjects anyway, is writing about women and the strength and the power of women. So so I had fun jumping into what would be and trying to write a song, and came up with a song called Right on Time. And I reached out to my buddy Martin Bejarano in Florida, masterful pianist as well as programmer and producer. And he, I just asked him for a piano track.
Wow.
And I got this like Cadillac of a track back. And I was like,
That
okay,
was pretty great.
all right. So we had to get to recording it and then making a video. And I reached out to some inspiring women to offer some video content. So it also came together so beautifully. So we've got a really, beautiful show planned for everybody. And the one other thing that we're going to do this time is it's just going to be free. It's going to go out. We want to sort of, after it's been so long since people have seen us, we'd like for people to see the show and make a contribution during the show or even during this show to let us know if you're enjoying yourself and want to support this organization. So a quick, I can let you know that it's if you wanted to even pay or get your ticket early, you can do that at paypal.me/Vocal Gumbo tickets. It's long, but
But you don't need tickets for tomorrow, right?
this is just a contribution if you want to
Yeah,
throw something
okay.
in the jar.
Yeah, so it's
So
like
you don't need a ticket to see us.
No.
You don't need a ticket to ride. You just need, to, if you want to throw something, in the kitty, that would be how you do it.
Meow.
So that's happening at 8:00 tomorrow night.
Correct.
And it's going to be fun.
I can't wait.
Are you going to dress
One more
up?
sleep till Vocal Gumbo.
I know.
Am I going to dress up? Hell yes.
You know it from the top waist up.
At least.
So what's our other business? What else do we have?
Hi, Taylor. Oh, Cecily.
Cecily, hope you're feeling good.
Cecily, I hope you've made. Yeah, I know.
Thomas
I made more
from
stuffed
Brazil.
cabbage. Brazil. All
Oh,
right. Very good.
So nice to welcome all of you. So we should probably just get to
Let's get to the business.
Come on.
At hand, we've got the most amazing man with us. We have spoken of him before, and
We might have.
lovingly, and we will speak of him again. We've got the amazing Mark Kibble in the studio, in the Vocal Gumbo studios.
Mark
Hi,
Kibble.
ladies.
Hi, man.
What's going
Hi,
on?
Mr. Man.
Oh, I'm so unlucky over here all by myself.
Oh,
I know.
Look
wish
at
you were
you
here.
guys. I
I
want to
know
be
we're
where you are.
together.
I know. I know. You have me cracking up. You got
Listen,
me
this-
cracking up with all these comments, with your car comments, Janice. Your car comments. That's coming back. I just
All
just
right.
know. Just
All
know.
right, I'm gonna
And-
brace
and,
brace for it.
I have my pants on. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what you guys.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
We weren't going to ask you about that,
Okay,
but
but
I'm
that-
glad you brought it up.
I'm good. I'm
Yeah.
good. If I have to get up,
Yeah.
it's all good.
I have my pants on too, Mark. Okay.
I have
do
pants
too. I have pants on too.
I know you've
All
been
right.
hinting. I just wanted to be sure.
We're just being fresh,
because the mind is just kind of going all over the place with you guys.
Well, it's the Zoom. It's this whole world of living in the Zoom world all these years. It's just really funny how we only have to prepare this much. But yes, I've already been out in the streets of New York all day today. So apparently it's a good idea to wear pants in the streets of Manhattan.
I think so.
But
You're both looking fabulous, and I'm just wishing that I could be in that kitchen again because I know great stuff happens in there. I witnessed it and tasted it and everything. So,
Yeah. I wish you were too. We got some butternut squash soup on the stove.
Ooh,
I knew that would get you.
See, I didn't eat dinner yet too. So
Aw,
oh, I see my cousin in the chat. Miranda
Nice.
Olsen. What's up, cousin?
Nice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what's up with you? You're back. You guys, I see, are back on the road little by little. And
Yeah.
what does it feel like for you guys? I mean, what was the first gig for you guys like? Was it kind of like, oh my God, I missed you all so much? Or was it just like, yeah, let's just do this. Let's just,
No,
it's
it
just
was
like
it
getting
was
on a
very
bike.
much.
Was it
I
emotional?
It was so emotional because we had never stopped for as long. We literally hadn't done anything together almost in a whole year, and our first gig together was kind of like, it was almost like deer caught in headlights because we hadn't sung together in a long time, and your vocal cords are not used to they're not used to doing a whole show. So we do the first few songs, and next thing you know, the vocal cords are like all those muscles that cramp up when you're starting to try to run and you haven't run in a long time. So,
Right.
so
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, the camaraderie, it was like, we had missed it so much. It was so good. And I think it was in Dallas that we first got together. After being apart for so long. Since then, we've done a few things here and there that have gotten our, vocal chops back to where they need to be. Doing some of those virtual live shows, and Janice, you were already talking about, how you love to see the immediate reaction.
Yeah.
I don't know if either of you, Lauren, or did you do any virtual shows where there was no audience? Because
Well, we did the one with you, Mark, in Detroit.
yeah, that's right. That was like the second one that we did. I don't.
It's super. We didn't do one as New York Voices, but I did a couple, just as a soloist, and it's so dry. You just you're sort of singing. And what's weirder too, well, in my instance, it was like you're singing to this computer and you're kind of like, okay, I'm doing it. But you're just like, I don't know how to feel you. I can't feel you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to trust my sense of like, this is what I know what I need to do in order to be a communicator.
Exactly.
But it really was like, you walk away from it kind of going, what was that?
And you just say, I hope I connected. I hope. I don't know
It's
if I did.
super
Or not.
weird. It's super weird.
But yeah, we had a few of those, and then we had some of the first live things where we actually had audiences, and it felt so good to actually be back in front of people that can appreciate you, and respond.
Yeah.
So that happened, and since then we've done a few here and there. In fact, this past weekend we were gone, and we're getting ready to be out for this coming weekend again. So, it's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing to be back out there. So I know you're experiencing it. You know what it feels like.
Absolutely. Now, does it feel also like it's going to take some time though to sort of have it return to any sense of like normalcy? Like, are you guys venturing as far as like Europe and that, or is it really mostly domestic? Or because there's a lot of worry about like whether or not you go abroad and you get sick, and then what are you going to do?
We send everybody home and cancel the tour.
It's crazy. It's crazy. We're all vaxxed, and some of us boosted. I'm up for my booster myself. But we were supposed to go to Europe, and that whole thing, it canceled for us because some of the gigs, they had outbreaks, and people wanted to return their tickets, and so it became it wasn't cost effective anymore for us to go. So that happened to us. Luckily, we've had domestic things that are still happening, and we're on our way with that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, one of the things coming up, we will be in New York on December 6th.
Oh, where? Look at us. We both went. Where are you playing December 6th, Mr. Kibble?
Carnegie Hall.
Oh, come on now.
You're going to be here. I might not be here.
You're not going to. Yeah,
I will be here because we're doing our NYU thing the next night.
Exactly.
So I will.
Yeah.
I'll have our
Lauren.
kids. Okay, Mr. Kibble.
All right, so maybe I'll get to see your face in the place.
Yes,
Yay.
Absolutely. That would be great. Now, I'm really curious. In this time that you had, did you guys go, okay, if we're going to be off the road and we're going to be like home, we're writing, or like what do we want to do? What's the next record? Or what did you do some arranging for the band, or did it afford you some time to like do some work in some other areas that you're always like, oh, I
Like
don't have time to
gardening
do
or
it.
something.
Oh, well, ain't nothing wrong with yeah. Do you garden? Do I need to know something? Oh,
She said gardening. I don't garden.
okay. Just checking.
That's good though. That's good. What I did do, I had some repairs done on my house, and I kind of participated in that. That did take me away from doing the normal get music done. But yeah, I did have time to do some side projects. This being one of them. And it was such a joy to do because it's the song that we love. We all love that song, and the guys did get together to do some writing. We all convened in Riverside, California, and just for like 3-4 days we got together and just hashed out. You said this is writing. Let's be creative. Let's come up with some crazy stuff, and we did, and it worked.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's that, and I have been working on a whole bunch of side projects. Some of them, for the guys to do. There was work to do for what we're actually going to do at Carnegie. So if you come, you'll hear some things that you have not heard Take 6 do. So,
awesome.
Is there a particular theme or zone that you're leaning into?
I think it's called the Society of Singers there in New York.
Oh, yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
That's who this is with.
Great.
Obviously it's a Christmas show, and we'll be doing some of our Christmas things, and we'll be working with the Society of Singers on a couple of things. One thing we already did.
They do very important things for supporting singers and musicians that are in need of some financial support. So that's really great.
Yeah,
SOS.
It's a really cool thing that we're doing, and we're gonna love it. What we did with them already was a lot of fun. So this is like a chance to actually meet them and work with them live and come up and just do the in-person kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's that. What else have we been doing? I have projects on the table to work with. I bet you all know Steve Kahn. Do you know Steve Kahn?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to be working with Steve Kahn on something.
Oh my God.
It's
He's
going to be so cool.
He's masterful.
His command of Latin rhythms is very unusual, I think, in a guitarist.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
Oh, that's beautiful. I can't wait for that.
There's that. I'm doing more work with Eliane Elias. She's I love working with her.
Yeah.
She's just absolutely amazing.
Amazing.
And I wish that somebody would bring me to Brazil because I want to go back to Brazil.
Well, there's somebody here who's from Brazil. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I saw that.
I know.
I don't know if they're still on, but hey.
Brazil.
Have you guys been to Brazil yet?
Yeah,
You must have been.
Yeah. We've gone probably just not a whole lot in our 30+ year career, but enough to know where I want to go back, and I know you all have. So do you have that on your radar yet to go back to Brazil? Either of you?
Well, I mean, it's not on the calendar, but it's always.
Oh, it's always
there. I mean, I go.
Yeah.
At a drop of a hat.
Yeah, but again, politically and health-wise, I don't know if it's a great.
Now's the time.
That's probably why none of us can actually go back right now because it's just not cool or safe yet to go.
Not yet.
I'm certainly hoping that all these doors open up.
I know.
There's a lot that we can do, and I'm just too thrilled that we have been able to get together and be creative. The meeting of the minds of the great New York voices and the great Manhattan Transfer, and I was just way too honored to be able to do it. And I, as I was working this thing, I was just saying, I really hope they like this. I really hope, because sometimes you do something and it's like, oh, that's so nice. Bless your heart.
Right. No, that was not the case. And so much of it still, it pops in my head as I'm walking down the street because it's so well written, but it's also
not written, but not
it feels
written.
very, yeah, exactly. It feels so, each part feels like melodies as opposed to, and the way you wove
That's
it.
what killed me.
And so I think when the people, and maybe you could talk, because our listeners might really enjoy that, because your process is really beautiful because it came as an audio and you singing all the parts, and then we replaced one of the tracks and until you were singing one, and Janice and I. But you've got a math project in your head. You've got to be like, okay, I've got to find a moment for Janice. Here it is. Okay, now Lauren's got to get in here. Now I got to get me in. Okay, here we go. No, here's the little musical motif coming for you. Yep. And it's just beautiful.
But what you said about weaving, that's what killed me. As a vocal arranger, I, bow to you because the lead just seamlessly weaves into a background. It's one thought. So that's what blew my mind.
Yeah.
Well, it was so much fun. And, I know we talked about this for a while, and, all honesty to the audience, it took me a minute to get this thing going,
Right.
And when I say a minute, it was a matter of months
Yeah.
that I had to think about it and figure out what we would do. And it was, literally just playing in the back of my mind. And I was working out details before I ever got to a keyboard. How do we want this to sound? How can we work together? I'm used to working with 6 guys, and we cover a lot of ground, and we're only 3,
Right.
but we have a track, and the track it's got to be cool. Lauren, you were the one that said, okay, you have to do some really cool moves here. And she gave me a couple of ideas. And I said, oh, okay, that's what you want, huh? That's what okay. All right. So yeah, incorporate that. There's a little ingredient there. There's a little thing here. And we have to weave because we're 3. We got to make it interesting. So it was all of that.
Right.
And so, I worked out, I thought that we were going to have, I would have a track to work with. And, I had a little bit, but I had to pretty much, figure it all out. And I got into the studio, and I wasn't even home. I had to do it in a studio in Maryland. And I just started singing parts. Just
Wow.
Just start singing them and thinking at the same time, okay, how can Janice weave in here? How can Lauren weave in here? What's she gonna do? What can we do together here? It's
Right.
all, you're like, it is a mathematical equation that has to happen.
Yeah.
It is.
And it was cool. It was cool,
Yeah.
And then I'm sweating bullets because I'm like, I really hope they like this. I hope it's okay.
It was well for us. It was super fun. The other thing that's nice is like you're writing for voices that but we haven't actually really had the opportunity to even do anything like this. So this is where like the pandemic kind of provided an opportunity to share some intimacy of and for you to think about us a little differently than like, oh yeah, Lauren's the alto and Janice is the alto over there and she does that and I know all the things, but really write for the voices. And it was so that is all. I'll never that's an honor to just have
Absolutely.
music scripted for you. But the other thing was when we got it, which she and I were both like, okay, well, we were like, I hope
I hope he likes it.
I hope he likes it too. Like, I think I did one pass and then I was like, that's bullshit. I'm going to do it again. I was like, that was just your learning pass. No, you learn now. You know it. Now sing it, girl. You can't send that in. So
The vocal arrangement in a way, I think about Lambert, Hendrickson, Ross, and how the three voices emulate the Duke Ellington Orchestra or the Count Basie Orchestra. I mean, you just have to pick the exact right notes.
Exactly. It's so critical. It's so critical when you're covering the ground.
Yeah.
You figure out,
it can work.
What are the most important notes that need to be sung here? In order for you to feel everything.
Right.
And
well, you picked them. You picked
them. You just have to pick them and say, okay, we cover this here. This is why we're going to weave over here. Right. And then we're going to come back down here and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure the audience is going to love it because I love what we did. It feels starting with obviously the great song itself.
Yeah, it's a great.
Do we tell anybody what the song is? Let's just tell them.
All right, we'll tell
them. I'm not going to say it. You have to say it.
I'm not. Say it. You have to say it.
You.
We picked.
Let's not say it.
Okay, we're not telling you. But I will tell you this. It is a joyful song, which is again, Lord, we need some joy. We need some music because the weight of the world is so heavy. So it does feel like, wow, I needed this song.
I needed it too. I mean, who would have thought that singing would be the most dangerous thing you could do?
See?
Right?
I know. It's crazy. We were completely, our industry was completely shut down.
It's decimated.
Because singers,
decimated.
I guess we spit a lot. But that's what.
Tell you what, you have two vocal assassins over there.
I think what
watch out for them.
Mark. What has been beautiful for me. I'll just say honestly, when Janice and I started this vocal, gumbo and started to collaborate, we didn't know that we were a really good match for each other. And we've always known we fit well together in so many ways. But when we started to do these in the blind vocal arrangements where I'd do a track and I didn't want to know what she did, and she would do her ideas and she didn't want to know what I did. And then we'd put them on together. And somehow, like literally, there are arrangements where she finished my phrase, I finished hers. I sang in spaces she didn't think of singing. She sang in spaces, and it was such a revelatory experience to discover when you had no idea it was going to happen, and so that's what's been really beautiful for us is just making so much music and playing with the voices in ways that are very different than how we use them in our traditional forms in our groups, just messing around. Totally messing around.
And it's not just music. I'm looking at what you guys do just in talking. You and I've heard you do your thing on Sirius radio. You are amazing, both of you all together. You all should do a TV show. You should replace Huda in them.
This is a TV show.
We're just in Janice's kitchen, technically.
I'm saying, you guys, you have something really special there, and I'm just glad that you all, let me sit in on it a little bit.
We love you.
It's amazing.
We love you. We love your artistry.
Thank you.
But there is a funny anecdote too. I was just remembering because when we had Claude on, early on when we were starting to do this, and we were in full flop sweats on many of the shows because our Wi-Fi would go down or technology, tech things, and we didn't really know what we were doing. And Lori's computer was catching on fire. And we were like,
my kitchen was catching on fire.
And her kitchen was on fire. And we were,
oh my God.
And there was one time, and Claude was on, and like I kept going, like we were in this situation, and I would just go away, like I'd be in my own screen, and I would like crash, and then I'd kind of find my way back in. And I feel like Claude was just like in this sort of scene going, what am I doing here? And we're like firemen, like running around putting out fires. But
I love
we
this.
we learned so much when I reflect back on having your colleague, and then where we are now. We have to send a special shout out to our third partner in crime, Lori Green, who has done so much to
She is amazing.
learn all of this and make it possible for us to have these shows happen and have things not catch on fire anymore.
Well, no, we haven't had a fire in quite a long
Knock on some wood.
time.
Lori, you have some stories to tell.
Lori,
Lori, when we get back out there, I need to hear these stories.
Oh, that's bad.
Because if you have a fire, then naturally you need some moisture to put the fire out. Don't you? Oh my goodness.
Here's to moisture.
Here's to moisture.
I'm sorry, folks. Inside joke. Inside joke. Inside joke. Inside joke.
So when are you guys working together again?
We're playing in Berkeley, California, right, Mark? Next February, I believe.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that's.
I miss you guys. I know you've been working with David, and he's getting all the fun.
Oh, Dave's getting all the love.
Oh,
Dave.
I thought you all loved me. I thought you loved me.
Oh no, I love them.
I
all.
thought.
What am I gonna do?
But you know what? There's enough of you to share, so it's okay.
There's plenty of me to share.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
We all have our favorites, and then you shift over there, and you shift over there.
And I just saw Claude in LA. He came over because we were staying like walking distance from his house.
Yeah.
So he came over before a Lakers game or something.
Nice. So Lauren, that just means that we have to catch up.
Oh yeah, Janice, that's right. Mark and I have to catch up.
Right,
We're gonna have to catch up when we come to New York.
At Carnegie.
Yeah, when we come to New York, it's me and Lauren.
Oh yeah. All right.
No problem with that. Two can play that game.
Oh my God, it's Accent.
Accent is here
in the house. Oh, love you guys.
You guys are like making us all upgrade.
I know.
Right?
Just
I know.
Crazy
Dave
good.
Love, how you doing, man?
Dave Love. What's going on?
The people are coming out tonight.
I love this.
This is so great.
And Accent, I don't know if you had them on yet. I hope you get them on.
We did have them on.
We did.
You did?
Yeah.
You did? Okay, good. Because they blow my mind.
Yeah, they blow my mind.
Mark, seriously, there are some groups out there. I mean, that remember.
I know.
I feel like when we came on the scene, New York Voices and Take Six in like '89, and I wasn't even in the band then. So I'm just putting myself in the mix. But
you are in the mix.
But there were groups, but now there really is a wonderful community and of groups that are out there that are really kicking their
ass. Yes, they're kicking ass.
Kicking ass. And
they're
just
just
what? Vocal Line, Rioton.
They're blowing me away. Naturally 7. Oh my goodness. It's just
Naturally 7.
Yeah.
Voces 8. And then Sage. And then what the hell's going on with Sage?
See?
Jesus. Woo!
Yeah, well, we've been around a while, and it's okay that they come in and raise the level of everything.
You want the continuity to keep going.
Yes, the continuum.
Yes, continuum. Absolutely,
continuum.
We just want to be invited to the party from time to time.
I'm grateful for having you guys froze a little bit. You guys.
No, we're here.
Okay.
We're here.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm grateful that we can all just talk and be cool with each other. I applaud them all.
Oh, absolutely.
Go on, do this. Take it to the next level. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, all over the world there's incredible groups. We have a young group from Korea on tomorrow night called Maytree. You won't freaking believe what they're gonna do.
You know,
I'm
I
not
know
gonna
I
tell
saw
you.
what you saw that they put off on the it's the short doing all the phone sounds.
Yes,
I
yes,
saw that too.
yes.
They blow me away.
They're just so incredible.
Well, I mean, I think that's where for me the voice is that exceptional instrument. Not to discount any of the other ones, but they're instrumentalists and musicians. But when the human voice does these exquisite, very precise things, and on a breath, with vocal cords coming together and doing it with precision, it's kind of amazing. It still blows me away.
Yeah, it does. And
I think it does something to you physically. Honestly, the vibration of the harmony, I think, affects your cells. I believe that.
I would absolutely agree because it definitely has always done that for me. And
Makes your
anytime-
skin very moist.
Stop it.
very moist. It does that. You feel better when you're moist, don't you, Janice?
And what's
Don't
happening?
Absolutely.
Don't you just feel better? I
do.
know. Do
All
we
right.
have witnesses here? Do we have moist witnesses?
Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness?
Okay.
I love this.
Oh my God. It's
You know what? I think
But,
Lori Green has something to show us.
Oh.
Does she?
Yeah. Lori
I'm
Green.
scared.
I
I'm
know you
scared
should
of
be.
what she's
No,
gonna
I think
show
it's a montage of our last Vocal Gumbo live.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting a
Oh,
message
Radio
now
in.
in
Oh,
my
yes.
ear-
Oh, that's
earphone.
funny.
the newsroom. Oh yeah.
Yeah, the newsroom.
Rachel Maddow, this just in.
In the middle of that hub, I remember one jazz club where we went to Pat Pete down on 52nd Street. Everybody heard that word, and they named it after bird. And the cats they kicked in there were beyond compare. Lullaby, 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 lullaby. Down the stairs, right this way. Lose your cares down the stairs. Leave me there. Down in Birdland, total swing. Bob was king, Bob was king. I don't care, leave me there down the stairs. Lose your cares. Bob was king down in Birdland. Down in Birdland. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Bring your dancing feet. Lullaby blues down in Birdland. It's where the crowd heads out. All you gotta do is stand there and listen to it. Very good, very good, very good. You gotta get yourself down to 44th down in Birdland. Come in pairs down the stairs, lose your cares. Then that dance gets it. I don't care, baby, there down the stairs.
Oh my God.
Wow, that was cool.
That's
That's
our mashup.
That's our mashup
Wow.
part of it, but we mashed up Lullaby of Birdland with Birdland.
How cool is that?
And because it's
Talk
really
about
interesting.
weaving.
Yeah, it's really cool, but Lullaby, the front of Birdland, the verse on Birdland is similar to the verse on Lullaby.
Yeah.
And I woke up one morning, I was like, oh my God, this can work.
Genius.
And that was Homero Lubambo.
Lubambo.
Whatever.
That was awesome. That
Thanks,
was
Lori.
way cool. I was over here bouncing in my chair.
Thank you, Lori. Love the pics.
Yeah, Lori, that was so cool.
Live from Birdland. Who knows when our next Vocal Gumbo live will be? But our next Vocal Gumbo virtual is tomorrow night. So if you are excited about what we've been talking about tonight, all you have to do is show up tomorrow night at 8:00. Go to vocalgumbo.com and you'll find all of what you need to click
just
on
gonna
and be
pop
live.
right
It's just
up.
going to pop right up. And it is free. It's free.
It's free.
It is free. But if you'd like to make a contribution to the Vocal Gumbo production operation
And the
Cavalry
wine
and the
fund.
wine fund,
Yes.
then you can do that by making a contribution to paypal.me/Vocal Gumbo tickets,
Yeah,
LMNOP. I don't know.
do that. It's
Yeah,
worth
good.
it. It's worth
Something like that.
Yeah, we got all of this great music coming at you tomorrow night. But in the meantime, we'd like to thank our guest, Mark Kibble, who we adore.
I
Adore
love
and
you.
admire.
I
And,
adore
and
both of you as well. It's a mutual thing. Mutual thing.
Yes, that's all there is to it.
And really a dream come true to have something together. We've made this together, and now it's going to be for all of you to view tomorrow night. So don't miss your chance to be a part of that moment. We're very happy and excited about it, and excited about the whole roster: Raul Midon, Leanne Carroll, LaTanya Hall,
Georgia Hears.
Georgia Hears is our young artist. Wait,
Forgot about
Mark,
that.
wait
Yes,
till
sorry.
you hear this voice from this woman. She just graduated from Oberlin.
Yeah,
Woo!
I can't wait. I
Yeah,
cannot
Caramel.
Woo!
It's just butter, gorgeous. She's
This is
just
good.
beautiful.
Maytree.
Maytree. And then we've got our, wonderful players: Martin Bejarano, Jay Graydon,
Jay
wink, wink.
Graydon.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
Addison Fry
Edison.
Yep, and Andy Milne.
and Andy Milne, right?
So I think I've covered everybody. So get your tickets, and we can't wait to be your little gals introducing the show.
The Gumbo Gals.
The Gumbo Gals.
Gumbo Gals.
And Mark will be with us in spirit.
In virtual.
In virtual land. And so
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us, and send our warmest regards to all of your brothers in Take Six.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
absolutely
Please.
will. Absolutely will. We love you all. We do. I see somebody posted a comment and said that it needs to be Manhattan, New York. Come over to the other side.
No, it's Take Manhattan and New
Take-
York.
Take Manhattan to New York.
Manhattan, New
It was-
York.
Take New York
yeah,
transfer. I
what
like
they
it.
say? Take New York transfer.
I like
Yeah.
Take
that.
the New York transfer to Iceland.
Iceland, yes, please. Yes,
Let's-
please.
Let's
Yeah.
do
So
it.
I'm all for it. I'm off. I would love that. We'd have
All right.
such a blast.
Let's start packing now.
Let's start writing now. Let's start dreaming
I know
now.
it's-
These things take
Yeah.
time, and dreaming of ways to combine voices would be a thrill. But tomorrow night specifically, tune in. We are so
Yes.
grateful to you, Mark Kibble, for joining us. Now it's time you can go get some supper, and
Yeah,
you
I
can't.
can't. I promise you, I'm going to remember the comments that we've said tonight. I will never forget. Janice, I promise you, I'm not going to forget that.
Oh,
You
God.
guys are just
All right.
this, but everybody has to know this is what happens on a bus tour or on tours. Like, stuff happens, and there are little things that trigger things, and you're never
Mhm.
going to know and understand it. But I'm just saying right now, Mark and Janice are sharing a little special.
These are the things that you wonder why we smile so big when we're on stage. It's because of this stuff. This is amazing.
I'm smiling because sometimes I'm singing Chart by Mark Kibble. That's why I'm smiling.
Totally.
And
Oh,
I'm
that's
learning shit.
That's what we're doing here. And we continue to learn. So if y'all don't do anything else, continue to learn and
Yes.
grow.
Absolutely. Thank you
I
for
like
lifting us up in conversation.
Thank you, everybody.
And in
Absolutely.
music.
As well.
And we thank all of our viewers out there.
Cheers.
Tune in tomorrow night at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a swell little party of music. So join us, won't you?
Yeah.
Cheers, Dollface.
Cheers.
Thank you, Lori Green.
Cheers.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Lori.
Calling all around the world. Mumbo jumbo, stir up the gumbo. Calling all around the world. Get it. Start with a roux, that's me and you. Add the Holy Trinity. That's rhythm, chords, and melody. Come on now, add your spice. Tell your story, very nice. Calling all around the world. Stir that vocal gumbo now. Calling all stir it up.